morning, everyone. Today I'll be talking about tax-free bonds, which has been one of the popular investment solutions available for retail as well as big investors in India. You can even visit our website, which is www.investnivesh.blogspot.in for more information about tax-free bonds. So, to begin with, I'll be basically giving you a small overview about tax-free bonds. So, these tax-free bonds are basically issued by government companies such as NHAI, which is National Highway Authority of India, NABARD, which is National Agriculture Bank, and Rural Development, etc. Generally, the minimum amount is rupees 1,000. Like one unit of that bond is generally cost 1,000. This can be higher, it can be lower, and the lock-in period is huge. Like it can be between 10 to 20 years. So, what are basically the tax-free bonds? So these are just like deposits only. You deposit your money in terms of bonds, like you give the money to those government companies in terms of the units which you buy when they issue the share, or if you have bought from the bond market. So they give you interest in terms of coupon rate which is going on for that bond. It is credited to your bank account every year, and the interest which you earn is tax free. You don't have to pay any taxes on the interest. You have to pay taxes on the principal amount which you have invested. Also, you get interest every year. Like if you have invested in a fixed deposit, will be getting the principal as well as the interest at the end of the tenure of the investment. But in this, you get the interest every year, and these basically you can sold in bond market at a higher price from which we have bought it. So like in last 2 years the rate of interest have reduced, so the rate of interest of the tax-free bonds are also have reduced. So basically many people have bought tax-free bonds which had given a better interest rate a few years back. Let's say that time the rate of interest in the tax-free bond was as high as 8.7%, and today the rate is going around 7.4, 7.6%. So many people who wish to like sell their tax-free bond, they sell at a premium. Like if they have bought one unit for 1,000, they might be selling the bond at as high as 1,100 rupees, because those who will be actually eventually buying that bond, they will be getting a better interest rate than what the tax-free bond currently available in the market. And the chances of default are almost none in tax-free bond generally, because these companies are held by the government, so the investment is highly safe. So what are the key information related to tax-free bond you should know before investing? So basically these bonds are not available regularly if you want to have a fresh issue. Generally company issues a notification like they want to raise money from the market in terms of issuing tax-free bonds. So you need to basically be updated and tracking in the market, like which bonds are going to come up with tax-free bonds like in next 1 month or 2 months. It's not like every month that something coming up available. It all depends when it is available, when if there is a requirement of capital for those government companies. And when it is like issued a notification, they also give a deadline, like when it will be starting of one can buy into, and one can basically the deadline which is the last deadline can one can buy that stock. And each bond unit generally is of 1,000 rupees. So like if you want to invest 30,000 rupees in NHAI tax-free bonds, then you need 30 units. But generally what happens, because these bonds are very much popular, and they at the time of issuing the notification, they decide like this much amount of units which they are going to give, and each unit is this much rupees. So let's say they have issued 5 crore units, and each unit of 1,000 rupees. So basically they want to raise 5,000 crore rupees. So it can happen like at the time of issuing, many people have placed an order and the total subscription rate is doubled. Let's say the available units are only 1 crore, but people have given a request of the 2 crore units, but only 1 crore units are available. So basically because of this double over subscription rate, if you have invested 30,000 rupees, you won't be getting the complete 30,000 rupees invested. So because in this situation, the example which I have given, the tax-free bonds is oversubscribed twice. So basically, everyone will get only half of what they have invested. So in this example, if you have invested 30,000 rupees, you will be getting only 15,000 rupees. The balance 15,000 rupees will be debited to your bank account. So eventually you only got tax-free bond of 15,000 rupees. Also, they even give interest for the duration in which like the money is parked and you have not bought those bonds because of the oversubscription. These bonds generally are of long duration, which I have told earlier, like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So one needs to be remembering like the locking period is very huge. So based on that, you should be investing. You can sell it off if there is a demand of that bond in the market. But if you don't want to sell it off, you cannot directly sell to that company. You have to sell in the market. So that is the difference. Like if you buy a bank deposit, like fixed deposit, if you want to exit it, you have to sell to the bank. You don't have to sell to an investor. But in this, you have to sell someone who is ready to buy and not to the company, because company is not going to take that bond return. You only will be returning you the principal amount at the end of the tenure. So you should be investing in tax-free bonds. So according to me, I think if you have savings which you want to keep in a place where your principal is safe and you also get stable returns in terms of interest every year, like you have a good amount of coppers which if you don't want to touch but you want to invest in such a place that you get stable returns, so tax-free bond is definitely one of the options you can consider. If you have in a tax bracket which is higher, let's say your annual income is very high, due to which you are paying very high tax, let's say 20% or 30% of tax. So instead of parking your money in fixed deposit, tax-free bond will be better, because based on the income tax bracket, you will be charged TDS in investing in your fixed deposit. So for example, let's say NABARD had issued a bond, tax-free bond in March 2016, and the coupon rate was 7.64% and tenure of 15 years. And during that time, banks were giving fixed deposit interest rate of the range of 8 to 8.2%. So technically, the rate of interest is higher in fixed deposit. But since FD incurs tax deducted as source with TDS, the investor in 30% tax bracket eventually get only 5.6 to 5.74% interest rate, which is way less than what you could have got from a tax-free bond. So from that purpose, tax-free bond is much better than a fixed deposit. So how much you should invest in tax-free bonds? I will suggest that in terms of amount, it is highly depending on what is your current income and your saving which is available for investing. Like person who is saving at least 5 to 10 lakhs rupees in a year, I will suggest that at least 10% of your amount or around 10% of that saving amount you should invest in tax-free bonds, and with a mindset that I don't want the principal right now, but I want my principal to remain safe and I get regular returns. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and even you can share this video, and you can even comment for any queries which you have, any questions. And please subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting many much more videos which will help to understand various investment products and how you can maximize your money from short term as well as long term. And if you want to know more about these, please visit our website, which is www.investnivesh.blogspot.in. So thank you for watching this video.